guys, it's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like DeWanna Bonner is just some serious hot water with the Sky fan base after poking fun at Coach Tyler Moss and Angel Reese.
Yeah!
Good job. Don't worry about it. Congrats. Good job.
It's one. A lot more to come. Shout out our fans. Absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love to all my teammates. We appreciate you. More to come.
Caitlin Clark just body-checked Angel Reese like it was the WWE, not the WNBA, and the crowd lost it. But hold on, because here comes DeWanna Bonner with a verbal slam dunk that shook the arena. After Reese tried to turn the court into a scene straight out of Real Housewives. Courtside edition, Bonner dropped a line that had everyone talking. This wasn't just basketball anymore. It was full-contact drama, egos colliding, and a mic drop moment for the ages. Buckle up. The court just became a primetime soap opera in sneakers.
No one represents how dumb some of the narratives are online better than DeWanna Bonner. Because if you were to take the free agency for an example, people were like, DeWanna Bonner would rather walk through Mordor than sign with the Fever. She would rather parachute off of a plane into a pool of sharks than consider going to Indiana. And then you have DeWanna Bonner signing with the Indiana Fever. And DeWanna Bonner represents the old guard, if you will. Not that she's acted like the old guard or in any of the stereotypical ways that the old guard has been portrayed, but just because she is and has been a fixture of the WNBA.
Angel Reese really woke up and chose chaos. Not excellence, not peace, not rebounds, just pure, unfiltered mayhem. It went about as well as handing a raccoon a chainsaw and asking it to build IKEA furniture. Sure, it was supposed to be game 1 of the WNBA season, but Reese must have read the script wrong because she came out acting like it was WrestleMania with a dash of high school revenge plot. It was the Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever. But somewhere along the way, Angel forgot she was in a basketball game and not auditioning for a Bravo reality show about mid-tier drama queens and flying elbows.
Man, I'm excited, thankful, at the same time grateful. But I think I'm just excited to do it with this group, in front of this crowd. That was crazy. That was my first time playing in front of a crowd like that, so I think I was a little shell-shocked, but now I know the specs, so I'll be better.
And right there, standing calm in the eye of the storm, was Caitlin Clark, the human magnet for chaos, controversy, and 1,000 Twitter think pieces. She's the rookie with shooting range so deep it makes defenders question their careers, their choices, and maybe even whether they remembered to turn the stove off. So naturally, Angel Reese decided the best way to make her WNBA debut wasn't by, playing basketball, but by charging at Clark like a blindfolded toddler swinging at a piñata. All energy, no accuracy. Let's just say the intimidation attempt backfired so spectacularly, NASA probably picked up the signal.
Angel Reese broke the damn internet, but she got hit across the head like Sonic, like all the coins came out. Yes! By Caitlin Clark, clothesline from hell. Yes, bro. I mean, the Chicago Sky looked at horrendous, bro. They didn't know her. But
Clark didn't flinch. Not even a blink. Instead, she did the most Iowa thing imaginable. She fought back politely with a dose of Midwestern vengeance. You could almost hear her inner monologue. Oh, honey, bless your heart, but I'm about to hip check you straight into next Tuesday. And just when things were about to reach critical drama levels, in strode DeWanna Bonner, the basketball equivalent of a Grim Reaper in sneakers. A true veteran, a walking encyclopedia of WNBA wisdom, and a woman with zero tolerance for nonsense. She didn't need to yell or posture. She just stood there radiating that quiet, terrifying kind of authority that makes everyone else suddenly reconsider their life choices.
And it was kind of like, okay, let's get this win. And then when I got in the locker room, I'm like, man, on to the next. Because we got bigger goals. Like, we got this goal. We had a great game. We had a great first game. And now it's just like on to the next and how we can get better and where we can get better. Come in and watch video tomorrow and just keep getting better.
The moment DeWanna Bonner locked eyes on Angel Reese, the message couldn't have been clearer. Embarrass us one more time and I'll personally downgrade your sneaker deal to a Crocs sponsorship. But Angel? She still thought she was on TikTok Live, arguing with haters instead of playing in a league full of grown women who pay mortgages, raise kids, and drink their coffee black. These women don't do performative beef, they do results. And unfortunately for Reese, all the mean mugging and tough talk turned into a masterclass in getting humbled by both rookies and veterans alike. Now let's talk about that spectacular collision between Reese and Clark. You'd think Angel was avenging a stolen parking spot, not defending the paint. It was less defensive positioning and more, my petty era starts now. She barreled into Clark with the grace of a malfunctioning shopping cart, as if her defensive game plan was pulled from a YouTube prank channel. And when Clark popped right back up with a look that said, "What, that's all you've got?" Reese went straight into her highlight routine, waving hands, rolling eyes, and scanning for validation like a high schooler who just dropped a half-baked insult in the group chat. The problem? Nobody was clapping. The bench looked lost, the ref looked done, and Bonner was already mentally drafting the press release for Reese's upcoming apology tour.
Said she has been, reposting stuff, congratulations, and stuff like that. Well, she currently funked herself in Charlotte Web after she shared a post last night of pretty much somebody congratulating her and going in on the Chicago Sky. Yes, so now people's kind of pointing fingers at DeWanna Bonner, like, you know what? You shouldn't have shared that. She shouldn't have. She can share what she wanted to share. Now, I believe she later deleted this post, but
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark was just standing there, calmly adjusting her headband, silently calculating how many threes she'd need to hit to end Reese's night, politely. Plot twist, it wasn't that many. But let's be clear, the most brutal takedown didn't happen during the game. It wasn't Clark's revenge. It was DeWanna Bonner afterward. That wasn't post-game analysis. It was a literary obituary for Angel Reese's dignity. And the wild part? Bonner didn't even have to raise her voice. Her face alone could have curdled milk. She gave Reese that patented, "I'm too old for this nonsense, look every substitute teacher perfects by Wednesday of their first week." There's just something deeply satisfying about watching a 36-year-old basketball goddess calmly dismantle a 22-year-old TikTok trash talker. Like watching the universe quietly correct itself. Bonner made it crystal clear. This isn't the NCAA anymore. You're not facing freshmen who back down from a glare. You're in the WNBA, baby, where the women pay taxes, have mortgages, and will absolutely end your highlight dreams if you try to bring that playground drama into their house.
Caitlin Clark said, okay, I'm going to show my teammates, I'm going to show my vets that I'm going to stand up for you guys. I'm going to show my vets that I don't know what y'all heard about me, but if you can't get a dollar out of me, I'm going to show all you guys, fine. You want to play dirty, Angel? I'm not going to play dirty, but I will give you a nice hard foul. Hard foul. Angel Reese, record scratch. Music playing in the background. I guess you're wondering how I got here. Well, let me tell you. Angel Reese looks up, sees Caitlin Clark, and then everything comes at her in one moment, right? All of the ratings talk, the facts don't support that. She had to deal with that all season, just eating her inside. She's on Caitlin Clark's level. The facts don't support that. She had to deal all off season with that, eating her inside. All the envy.
Caitlin Clark took a breath, adjusted her headband, and said, figuratively and maybe spiritually, "Okay, I'm going to show my teammates I've got them. I'm going to show my vets that I belong here. You want to play dirty, Angel? Fine. I won't play dirty, but I'll give you a good, clean, hard foul, the kind that makes a point." Record scratch. Cue dramatic music. Angel Reese voiceover, "I guess you're wondering how I got here." Because at that moment, everything hit her at once. The hype, the ratings talk, the comparisons, the constant chatter that she was on Caitlin Clark's level when deep down the stats said otherwise. She'd been carrying that resentment all off season, letting it eat away at her. And when Clark stood in front of her, it all boiled over. From that point on, Reese spent the rest of the game sulking in a cloud of fake tough girl energy, while Clark casually drained threes like she was ordering an iced latte. Caitlin didn't even look winded. Meanwhile, Reese was huffing like she'd just sprinted uphill in Timberlands. And then came the scoreboard, quietly but brutally exposing everything. Every time Reese tried to start something, the numbers went the other way, like karma itself had league pass and was keeping score. The worst part? Reese couldn't even sell the drama. If you're going to turn the court into a soap opera, at least commit to the acting. Instead, she flailed, postured, and gave the crowd her best, "How dare she?" face, and absolutely no one cared. It was pure main character energy in a show nobody asked for. Meanwhile, DeWanna Bonner was handling it all like a supervisor in the WNBA's HR department, calmly and clinically dismantling Reese's ego. No yelling, no theatrics, just that slow, quiet disappointment that stings worse than any shove. Because when a vet like Bonner looks at you and says nothing, that silence hits harder than a hard foul ever could.